The Filmic Forum holds 4th Filmic Mini Colloquium. The Filmic Forum held its 4th Filmic Colloquium on Thursday, 13th of April at the Filmhouse Cinema's Landmark Event Centre, Victoria Island, Lagos. The event, which themed collective management of copyright in Nigeria, challenges and solutions, was organized to address the issues and challenges creatives face as regards their intellectual property, as well as enlighten artisans on the benefits of copyright in their works. Some of the issues discussed included understanding the music business and the importance and benefits of being a member of professional bodies like MPAN and AVRS as an artisan. Members of the panel session included Tufe Sidibia, Efiomorugbe, Charles Novia, Professor Bankole Shudipo, and others. In attendance were media practitioners, lawyers, and industry insiders such as Zaki Eze, Vice President of MPAN, and Kizito Ahams, music lawyer and publishing manager for Maven Records.
MPAN, I know, specifically recommended for a copyright tribunal. And that tribunal should be a court of first instance, as opposed to what we have now with the Federal High Court being your court of first instance. And this court would have specialized IP judges. They should be able to handle small claims and all of that, have, timelines when they are meant to deliver judgments and things like that.
Yeah, I was speaking about sort of the legal perspective of collective management, particularly in the music space, and we sort of just talked about what the regulatory framework or landscape was like, what some of the challenges, some of the benefits with the new Copyright Act 2022 that was just assented to by the president, and some of the gaps that still exist within that act as it applies to the collective management of copyright in Nigeria. And I think it was a very robust conversation.
As at February 9th, 2023, according to the NBCDG, Nigeria has 740 broadcast stations, both radio and television. In January 2023, 67 more stations were approved, both radio and television.
I think it's very important, and it's a long time coming. Definitely, we're currently in that space where in the entertainment industry, we have a lot of issues with regards to right holders not collecting enough of what they actually do deserve, with regards to revenue coming in from performance rights, be revenue coming in from broadcast rights and what have you. So a platform like this is very important because it actually sheds a light on the level of the lack of collection being going on generally.
I said in my presentation is that first, copyright is a private right. And because copyright is a private right, the law has granted certain exclusive rights to copyright owners or right holders. What that means is that the owners of copyright can actually exploit those works themselves. They can also authorize others to exploit those same work.
Then I'll just go straight to this whole topic has been emphasized upon over and over again. It becomes almost frustrating. It makes me want to give up. It is only the strongest people that are still continuing to advocate for proper implementation of all these rights to property owners, intellectual property owners.
This is indeed what we have been campaigning about. It is very, very, very important. These are the kind of reasons why you see entertainers are sick and are sourcing for monies for contribution. They don't have money, especially when you are not active anymore. With structures like this, it doesn't happen in the Western world because they have all the structures in place. Your intellectual properties are protected in every areas. Understand? There are different areas where musicians and entertainers can make money for, but most of them don't even know that. That is why for me, for us in PMAN, with the leadership of Priti Okafor, what we are doing now most importantly is to educate. That is why this kind of gathering is very important to PMAN.
Having a tribunal, I think Isioma mentioned it too, having a tribunal that will deal with specifically copyright cases only. That is not easy. That will mean amending the Constitution of Nigeria before you can get to that. So the safest way we found we could do that was to make the dispute resolution panels set up in NTC more powerful. Now the dispute resolution panels can look into any matter concerning royalties, disagreement, the use of works, and that dispute resolution power now has wider powers. And of course, it can't take the whole long time it will take you to go to court if you take your matter to the dispute resolution panel.
One basic thing that creatives face, whether you are in the movie industry, whether you're a musician, is the issue of remuneration, adequate remuneration, right? Beyond the money they get from sales, direct sales of their works, right? But their works are collectively and individually infringed upon. I'm talking of their intellectual property by hotels, broadcasters, transporters, business concerns, and what have you.
Well, CMOs are collective management organizations. What it simply means is that when artists create works and people use them, people are supposed to pay for the use, whether radio stations or TV or advertising companies or even people who earn money from putting them on social media. So CMOs essentially help the right owners aggregate and collect these monies and help to distribute them and give account. Musicians and creators cannot be all over the place, all over the world to collect monies by themselves. So CMOs help them go after this money, collect the money, take out their management commission, and remit this money by way of distribution to the creators who own the rights or who own the intellectual property.
Shape of organizations, associations generally, is very important because as a practitioner in every field, you find out that most of the problems that you're confronted with are general problems, the things you're dealing with in your personal pursuits, right? And sometimes you don't have all the answers. And when you have the answers and when you know the answers, you don't have the muscle, but there's always strength in collective action. So associations like PMAN, Actors Guild, Producers Guild, they're very important to help, drive policy, to help drive, change in such a way that it affects practitioners, positively.